Howdy everybody. We are here to once again visit our old pal, the Fat Electrician. Now before I do so, I have some thanking to do. Andrew Cubbage. Oh, today we're working on brownie root beer. It's a good root beer. It's an old-fashioned root beer. It's a good one. So I want to thank Andrew Cubbage for his donation. Tom Johnson for his donation. Tom Pittman and his daughter for his donation. And what did they donate? This is the Jeep, a drone, and an old man shot glass. Tom and his daughter made me some bigger ones. A Jeep, a drone, and an old man shot glasses. More of a double shot glass. Father-son shot glasses. Now if you're interested in getting some of these, I'll be coming out with some pricing in my next video, so make sure to subscribe. Watch for that next video. You can buy this one, you can buy this one, or you'll be able to buy these as a pair, or as many as you want, provided I have that many. So subscribe and watch. And to those that have donated, Andrew Cubbage, Tom Johnson, Tom Pittman and his daughter, and Jay Jefferson. I appreciate everything you do for me, guys. Now, one more piece of business, my beard. Now, I've had my wife tell me I need to cut it shorter. I'm kind of starting to dig how it is right now, you know. So, what's your guys' opinion? Should I cut it shorter? Should I leave it as it is? Should I let it go? Should I shave it off? I hope nobody says shave it off, because that ain't gonna happen. So let me know what y'all think. What should I do with it? All right, let's go visit our buddy, the Fat Electrician. Now, the video I saw pop up on his channel was America's Kamikaze Drone. Now, you know I'm a drone guy, so I gotta check out any videos that pop up in my feed about a drone. Now, you know, they're using drones over in Ukraine, dropping, I'm sure some of you like me have watched those videos of them dropping hand grenades and mortar rounds on Russian troops. But those are not kamikaze drones, so I'm not sure what he's talking about here. So we're going to jump into this video and see what he's got going on this time. Our old buddy. Oh, I'm sporting his shirt, one of his shirts. I've got several of his shirts. This is the Spud Bang Grenade, potato grenade. I'm sure you know about it. If you haven't, you need to watch that video. I got a reaction on that video as well. Now let's check out what America has for kamikaze drones.
Today we're talking about America's Kamikaze Drone that can be small enough to fit inside your backpack or big enough to blow up a tank. Ladies and gentlemen, the Switchblade.
The Switchblade. Now I've heard of the Switchblade. I've not seen any videos on it, and I know a big goose egg about it, other than it's a drone, very small drone that can be carried with individual troops and launched from a tube like a very small mortar, which you can see that in this photograph here, or in this part of the video here. But that's really about all I know about it, so let's see what we can learn here.
All right, here's the deal. I've said this once and I will say this again. Uncle Sam is very, very good at identifying what the kids are into and somehow turning it into a weapon. During World War II, kids were into playing baseball. Guess what? We've got baseball grenades. During the Cold War, kids were into football. Now we've got anti-tank Nerf football grenades. And now that kids are into video games, he's found a way to weaponize that too. And hear me out when I say this. Unlike those other ones, I think Uncle Sam has been planning this one for a very, very long time. You see, the earliest version of the Switchblade came out in 2011, and by
Are we about to discuss some strange things? What's up with that? I'll be right back. I'm back. All right, when I see the Fat Electrician wear a tin hat cap, I feel the need to do so myself. I don't know what he's about to discuss, But if he needs one, I need one. Maybe you need one. You might want to pause this video right now, run into your pantry, grab some aluminum foil, some tin foil, wrap whatever hat you're wearing. If you're not wearing a hat, you can, I suppose, you could just wrap your head. If you do it this way, do it very efficiently. It may take double layers to do it that way. Don't know. Not really an expert at this. Just following his lead, and I can't keep hold of that box. It keeps falling. Anyway, I'm just about there. Hang on, we'll get there. All right, bad electrician. Mine don't look as pretty as yours. Suppose I can crush it down and make it look a little bit better. But I'm sure it's just as effective. Gotta make sure to pick that up. All right. See what else we need to see what else he's got to say. But is this gonna work like an antenna to get those waves through my tin hat? Maybe we better play it safe, huh? When it comes to this kind of stuff, you just can't be covered enough. All right, not really digging the look, but you know, it's temporary. Kind of looks like a pilot helmet right there, almost. All right, I think I'm safe. Let's continue on, see what we put all this garb on for.
Pure coincidence, 6 months later, when the newest iteration of the Call of Duty video game franchise came out, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, they introduced a new weapon system called the Hunter-Killer Drone, which is almost fucking exactly the same thing as the Switchblade. Now, am I implying that Uncle Sam would divulge his plans for the future of warfare to a video game development company a decade ahead of time, just so that the warfighters of the future could potentially log hundreds or thousands of simulated flight hours on the weapons of the future?
I know where he's going.
No, and it's definitely not going to get more weird when I tell you that they also added it to the Call of Duty mobile game so that you could get used to flying a drone from a small tablet like this, or not like that one, not like that one at all. I mean, come on, guys, it wouldn't even make financial sense because all the trainees would be doing it for free, and they'd be providing their own training materials because they would pay for the video game and the gaming console. Wait.
Yeah.
Change the subject. You know what? This is a great time for a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Zydax Custom Gaming PCs, built in Salt Lake City, Utah, with all their tech support being based in the U.S. They specialize in making custom PCs, whether that be lighting or if you wanted something laser engraved, they can get it done. So if you are looking for a new computer, whether that be for video editing or gaming, that's who I would absolutely recommend.
Well, let's wait. Okay, yeah. Okay. It looks as though he's lost the tinfoil hat. So I'm going to assume that it's safe to do so. You know, kind of like a gas situation. I think he's yelling all clear because he's lost the hat. So I'm going to lose mine because this is pretty warm. I feel like you're in the inner belly of a microwave. I've got to take that off first. Now, aluminum foil can be used for a lot of things, including a tinfoil hat. But when you're done with it, do you ever want to save it? Do you want to recycle it? Are you a recycling kind of person? Do you really want to put this in your can somewhere and just wait for them to take it and do whatever they say they're going to do with it? Probably winds up in a landfill just like everything else. If you're a recycler, I can pretty much assure you that you're wasting your time because it's all going to the same place. They recycle what they can out of regular trash, and it all goes to a landfill. So am I going to keep this? Not even a chance. All right, let's continue onward.
I'll have them linked in the description down below. Okay, back to the Switchblade. This thing comes in two different sizes. We have the anti-personnel version and the anti-tank version. The anti-personnel version is known as the Switchblade 300, and it is quite literally air support that fits in your backpack. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing is only 19 inches long, 3 inches in diameter, and the entire kit weighs 5.5 pounds. It can go from in your backpack to in the air in less than 2 minutes, and once that drone is in the air, it's capable of traveling up to 6 miles and loitering for 15 minutes while traveling at a speed of 63 miles an hour.
A range of 6 miles, the ability to loiter, I'm assuming at that 6 mile range for 15 minutes, and a speed of 63 miles an hour, it says. I think he said 60, but this spec sheet here says 63 miles an hour with the 100-mile-an-hour attack speed for 5 pounds that any soldier can carry on his back. Every soldier can carry on his back. That's amazing. I mean, that's a weapon system. Of course, it's a one and done. So once you fire that rascal, that's it. But that can still replace quite a few weapon systems. Let's move on.
And once you identify a target, it can accelerate towards it over 100 miles an hour before making impact. And upon impact, it will explode with a force comparable to that of a 40-millimeter grenade.
3, 2, 1, get back.
Oh! Oh, that would have wiped out some troops around that vehicle.
And the scariest part about all of this is they plan on giving these to just normal infantry grunts, which is...
They're going to give them to ordinary infantry grunts. I was born too soon. I'd strap 2 of those jokers on my back, maybe 3, maybe 4 if I stacked them this way. You know what I'm talking about? 4 of them, 20 pounds. And you got the ability to wipe some people out 6 miles away? You can't even see them. Somebody must have reported that they were there. Or there's a vehicle, a rocket launcher. You know there's people around a rocket launcher. Anything. Oil, or not oil, but, well, yeah. Oil dump, fuel dump, anything like that. And you can reach it, you can't even see it. And you're an individual guy with a small piece of equipment. Well, small piece of equipment. It's pretty impressive.
It's going to be absolutely terrifying for the enemy because now every time they think they hear a mosquito, they're not going to know whether they should reach for the bug spray or if the live leak watermark's going to pop up in the corner as they come to the realization they're about to have the longest, shortest day of their life. If you're not picking up what I'm putting down, I'm trying to tell you that the enemy's going to be awfully disappointed when they find out that you're not excited to see them and that actually is a cruise missile in your pocket. These things are going to be way too expensive and they're never actually just going to give them to all the infantry grunts. So to be fair, that's actually a good point, and I thought the same thing because back in the day when they were going to give every infantry grunt a UAV drone, that little Black Hornet thing, they were like $170,000 a piece. But apparently when it's a
$1,000 for that little thing? What does it do? I don't know about it, so I don't know. Maybe y'all can tell me what it does. But that little rascal could do no more than be an eye in the sky for you. It could be loaded with a small charge that would take out an individual. But other than that, that little rascal can't do anything for you. It's $170,000. And they're talking about giving, or they were talking about giving one to every single troop. We don't have that much money. They should have gone to DJI. DJI could have made that little thing for $1,000 or less. Wow. That's unbelievable what our government will spend money on. At least it's military.
Kamikaze drone that only needs to fly once and land never, the drones get a lot cheaper because the Switchblade 300 is only $6,000. And don't get me wrong, $6,000 is still a lot of money, but when you're talking about being able to give a bad guy a lifetime supply of Pearl Harbor reenactments from 6 miles away, that's a fucking bargain. And it only gets scarier from here because here's the big brother, the Switchblade 600. That is a 33-pound drone that's capable of traveling 24 miles with a 40-minute loiter time, traveling at a speed of 70 miles an hour, with an attack speed speed of 120 miles an hour. It is equipped with a warhead that is comparable to that of the Javelin, meaning that it can take out any tank or armored vehicle known to exist today. And it can even take out some naval vessels. And all of that comes with the price tag of only $10,000, which again, 10 grand is absolutely a lot of money, but when you're comparing it to something like the Javelin that costs $250,000 for a single shot, the Switchblade is a fucking bargain.
I agree with him. 6,000 for the 300 and 10,000 for the 600. That's a lot of money to me, to him, to our Uncle Sam, who goes crazy spending money. That doesn't even show up on their radar. You can spend that all day long. They do spend that all day long on stupid stuff. How do monkeys act on cocaine? Who needs to know that? Keep them away from the cocaine. You don't need to know that. They're monkeys. They're animals. They're smarter than us people. They got to steer clear of the cocaine. Those two prices are very, very affordable.
I mean, the Javelin has an effective range of like 1.5 miles, meaning you have to get 2 of your men within 1.5 miles of an active enemy tank to be able to have the opportunity to spend $250,000 to take that tank out. Or, if you use the Switchblades, you can launch 25 spicy model airplanes from 20 miles away for the same exact price, meaning that even if the Switchblades are only effective 5% of the time, they are still going to cost the same amount as the Javelin and be safer. And here's the ultimate kicker with all of it. Both models of the Switchblade can be shot out the back of a moving helicopter. Yeah, apparently they gave some prototypes to the Marines in 2016, and they conducted an experiment where they concluded that you can in fact shoot them out of moving helicopters. And it was absolutely an experiment. It definitely was not some Marine grunt saying, hey guys, you want to see how a baby helicopter's born? Yeet! Anyways, we are now officially in the future where a single aircraft can fly over the battlefield and eject hundreds or thousands of kamikaze drones that are being manned by people 30 miles away that have been playing video games for their entire lives. I really don't know what else to say, so. The part that terrifies me is my grandkids are going to look at this technology the same way I look at a musket.
Yeah. Him saying that his grandkids are going to look at that the way he looks at a musket brings up a memory to me that I used to tell people all the time. I don't run into the need to tell it as much as I used to. But, for a while there, our politicians were telling us that when the Second Amendment was written, that it was talking about muskets because that was the weapon of the time, that citizens had the right to own a musket. And some people would say that we still have the right to own a musket because that's what the Second Amendment was written about. I'm going to say yes, it was. It was written at a time when muskets were the most high-tech weapon an individual could carry. As a matter of fact, it was written in a time when a musket was the most high-tech weapon the U.S. military had, the Army had. So basically, if you carry all that forward to right now, we should still be able to have the equivalent of military weapons because that's what we originally had. The military had muskets, we had muskets. Now, I want some government official to tell me when and where I can go buy a Sherman tank. No. Abrams. I want to buy an Abrams tank. So some government official tell me where I can go buy my Abrams tank. Now, of course, we all know I can't afford an Abrams tank. But if I have the opportunity to buy one, I bet plenty of you would go in on it with me and we could come up with the cash. So come on, government people. Musket to musket. Abrams tank. No Abrams tank. I want my tank. Tell me how to get it. I appreciate your information as soon as you could get it to me. Appreciate that. Now we're going to end up this video. See how he's closing out and what else he's got to say here.
I have no idea where this is going, but we're going to find out eventually. Anyways, if you made it all the way through this unhinged TED Talk, thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out. All
right. I love the Fat Electrician. I know a lot of you do too. I got nothing else to add. I think I added everything during the video. Sorry for the stopping and going. That kind of drives me crazy on reaction videos when people do it, but there's no other way to do it. If you, I've tried videos where I'll watch the whole video all the way through, then start the video again, then react to it, and people drop out right after the video. So that doesn't work out very well. So I think this is the best format. I love the fat electrician. Go buy, like he says, his merchandise at his merchandise store. Look at that, the beard stays under it. Well, ain't that something? If the wife don't like the beard, I can, get it a little bit longer and just tuck it in. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think about the beard. Trim it, keep it, lose it. Ain't losing it. Make it shorter, make it longer. What's up? I could dye it. I used to be redheaded back when I had hair. Matter of fact, you can see a little bit of redhead right there. Tiny bit. That's weird. I don't see that in the mirror. I do see it in the camera. That's weird. Anyway, let me know what you think. I appreciate you coming along. Y'all have a great day.